Are you frustrated and confused about why your ROKR Space Shuttle keeps doing this? Or this? Then you're in the right place, because I will show you simple workarounds to both of the situations so you can get your space shuttle back in action and get it completed. When we talk about these situations, there's nothing wrong with the model, nothing has malfunctioned, everything's working correctly. 99% of these situations is actually our own human error. Let's look at this situation first, where the two supports connect, but the sequence doesn't continue and it simply bounces back up and freezes. And that is because when you look through these supports right there, we have a switch. That is your P12 switch. So as the two supports connect, that switch has to be pressed for the sequence to continue and complete itself, where your arms would close and your lights right here and on the sides would start blinking. But when you're at this test stage, there's nothing to push that switch. And this is where you need to grab your C14 piece and two small C1 pieces. So when I come to the tank right here, as you can see, my tanks have been completed already because my model has been completed. This is your C14 piece. So you literally just need that piece and your two C1s. See, sometimes when you look at a support, your K19 piece, which is literally just this wall right here, sometimes, depending on how the supports are sitting, it might hit the switch and it'll work. But that rarely happens. That's why you need your C14. And what you're going to do is, see this leg? Right here. Keep it at the bottom and that will click right in this hole at the bottom. And the rest will fall into the supports, and we're going to put in the C1s to secure it. So your hands are basically free. There we go, that's the C14 in. Now we go ahead, pop our C1s in. Very nice and straightforward. There we go. Just like that. And make sure your support legs, I'm going to call them support legs, are joined back together. So now, as we push the start button, that C14 will click the switch and the sequence will complete itself. As you can see right here, our lights are blinking and the arms have closed, and that is literally it. Then, once this sequence is done, you can push the start button again, let the shuttle come all the way out, and then you can push out your C1s and take out your C14 and continue with the build. But what about if your rails have come out all the way and you push the start button again, but nothing happens, apart from your arms might move slightly, same as the gears, just like that. As you can see, nothing else happens. The rails do not want to go back up as they should. They're just frozen. There's only two main reasons on why that would be happening. The first one is that your model has lost the power supply, and it's not your side switch. That does not affect it. So if the rails come out, you turn it off on the side, turn it back on, it will work normally, it will go back up. But if it's your main supply that's lost, your controls board is basically resetting itself. That's why it's not working straight away. And the second cause, probably one of the biggest ones, is that the gear train might be just not as smooth. So anywhere where there's friction within the base there, if there's not enough wax everywhere, it might create too much friction, which means the system just can't run itself because the controls board does have its own failsafe switch. Let me show you the fail switch in action. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push the start button and I'm going to hold my thumb quite hard on this gear right here. And the system will probably think, oh, why am I working so hard? Something's clearly not right. So it'll go back a little bit and completely stop. nothing will continue to work apart from the lights, but the mechanism will go back and stay in its place. See? It just goes back and automatically stops because it picks up that it's working far too hard. So if something's stopping from the rails to go all the way back in again, it will just cut the power and stop the actual function. And when you think about it, that is an amazing feature to have in a model because it just keeps your model safe. So how do you fix that now, you might be asking? And trust me, I'm pretty gobsmacked of how easy this fix actually is. All you have to do is reconnect the power, make sure you have it, and all you have to do is just keep pushing the start button. And it will start working. It might be 3, might be 4, might be 5 times. But then it'll finally kind of go back to normal, reset itself, and just work. Watch this. That's once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. So altogether I had to push the button 5 times because I pressed it once already to show you that nothing happened. And now it's back to normal. As you can see, it's going all the way back up. Need to push my switch. See that? Use my tweezers to push that switch. And now if I push the button again, it's all working. It's all back to normal. So these are your 2 very simple fixes. So your space shuttle is going to work amazingly well and you can just continue the build. Let's push it again. Yep, everything is back to normal. And I really hope I was able to help you out with this so you don't feel frustrated or annoyed or think there's something clearly not right with the model. It is a brilliant model. And I really hope you have enjoyed this, found it helpful. So please leave a like on this side, subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss any of new uploads. And thank you so much for watching and enjoy the rest of the build. I'll see you all next time.